And hello people, this is Antoine from Ticos Minis and welcome back to another episode. So we are going to have a look at what has been done at the studio during the week. So without further ado, I'm going to catch you at the painting desk. Okay, so starting on the painting desk over here, we've got the Nurgle army I started past week with the tactical squad that were only with the first layer of green. They are now completed. I will just fly over them. Alright, moving on here on the left, we've got the Terminators. And more Terminators. On the back over here, we've got some of the drones that are being painted at the moment. And a Demon Prince. So, now I'm going to show you a few close-ups on these guys. Being Nurgle, of course, it's ugly. Simple as that. With quite a lot of rust. There is a thing I really love about painting these guys. Most of it is done with the airbrush. For example, all of the little trims that I usually absolutely despise doing with a brush. Here it's done with the airbrush and it's a lot more fun. Cataphracti with a lot of texture on the cape. That makes it look a bit more interesting than if it was just a clean gradient. Over there we've got the little drones that are being painted. Right there. And there is the big guy. Okay, so that's it for Nurgle. That's quite a lot. But that's it for Nurgle and the commissions. Okay, so after Nurgle, you might remember the Trolls of Mordor that I did past week. Well, this week I added a few more to all of that. So these are the black ones. I took inspiration from the cave troll of the Fellowship of the Ring for these. To, not have them all in one color and have a little bit of visual diversity to the army. Make it a bit more interesting. So all of the armor, all of the leather, all of the cloth, I did them in the exact same way between the two, and it's also the same techniques I used on the Trolls of Mordor. So that way they are all they all have some things in common in order to not look out of place from one another, but they still have some differences via, the scale and flesh tones in order to, add a bit of variety to the army. So that's it for the trolls, that's it for the painting of the week, and we can now move on to other things. So after the painting, I've got one more little things over here. I didn't print anything for the River Titans, considering I've got some troubles with my nozzles on the FDM printer, but I did all of this. If you remember my little buddy over here, the Tomb King in 15mm, well, I started and completed printing the entire army. So I've got some stripes of infantrymen. I've got some bowmen over here. I've also got some giants, some riders. In there somewhere I've got some characters. And with that I also started working on the opposing army with the Britonians. Here I've got a little car of France. The goal being to have them ready to play for mid-April. I've got my buddy with whom I used to play 40k and Age of Sigmar that's coming back around for a few days. So I want to have all of this ready to have one or a few little games with these and with him. So I will soon put the Mordor army to rest for a bit while working on that and hopefully have them ready in time. We'll see how it goes, but yeah, that will be 2 Old World army to add to my collection. And well, that's it. So the Nurgle army is well on its way. It will be done early next week. Depending on if I got my new paints or not, I will either be working on the little Tomb Kings or, considering the Trolls of Mordor are completed, the Beasts of Gorgoroth. That will depend on if the paints are here or not. So yeah, that's it really. So as usual, thank you for staying with me. I'll see you next week and have a great weekend. Ticos out!